I asked Bitcoin writer Satoshi Nakamoto. I asked him why Bitcoin, and I got the answer. I got the answer today. I'm going to share that with you. And I didn't really, I got to say this right away. I asked in the book, I'm reading the book. The thing is, I am learning about Bitcoin. I've been in Bitcoin since the last 5-6 years now. You can see my other videos. And I'm really diving more and more into understanding Bitcoin, understanding crypto, figuring out what is it. And the more that I dive into this, the more fascinated I become about it. But here's one thing, I'm going to share big learning. What did Satoshi say? Why Bitcoin? I found that in the book today. I'm going to share that with you. Maybe you are like me. Maybe you're interested in Bitcoin and crypto. Maybe you have like a little bit of difficulty to figuring out exactly why is it that is good. For me, I have this idea. It's more than just investments. There's more to it. And I just really want to understand it. So I'm going to share this with you in this video today. My name is Michael, and this is PLUSZEKS Crypto Corner. I am studying and I am sharing, and I actually really want to suggest anyone who feel like me that they want to understand more, dive into it and share it. Share it online, share it with friends, share it with family, and share when there's any news about Bitcoin, because all of this helps something that could be, maybe it already is, one of the biggest thing happening in our where we are now, maybe even in our history for the last couple of hundreds of years, or maybe even more. Understand it? So here's the thing. First of all, I'm going to share something with you from this book, because this was really, it was just like a fun thing. This book, here it is, Satoshi Nakamoto. I'm going to put the link down in the comments or below this video. This book is a lot of questions and then Satoshi's answers found on the internet. So this is real stuff happening from he announced Bitcoin, and all, he or she or they, and until Satoshi actually disappeared. So there's one thing here, page 73, that really got me today, because I'm reading all of this coding thing, and I don't know about you. I'm not a coder. I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, I really feel like this in my head. So on page 73, Satoshi Nakamoto in an email writes here, I'm better with code than with words, though. And I could have said, MichaelPluszek wrote, I'm better with words than I am with code, though. I don't know about you. So now, today, I just saw that some news are out, and I haven't validated this, but that there's like, in the United States, it's 12% of householdings that are into Bitcoin, and in EU, it's or in Europe, it's 10%. So what does this mean? It means that more and more people are beginning to have or use, hold or use. At least they know about Bitcoin. And it also means that we have like many times more people to know about it, which means that and every day new things, new data is coming in, new companies, new countries, new organizations are using Bitcoin. All of this is very good, because the more and more people who use it, the better it is. So why Bitcoin? On page 100 exactly in the book, I got it here. Whoa, here, it's here. I'm gonna try to explain this the best way that I wrote it. Before I do this, Obviously, if you like the video, please give it a like, and I would love to know, so put this in the comments below. Do you hold Bitcoin? Have you ever bought a Bitcoin? Have you ever transferred Bitcoin? Are you interested in Bitcoin? Don't you like Bitcoin? Put it down. I really want to understand. So, and also, I want to say right away that obviously subscribe to the channel if you want more of this. And also in the comments, I put a link because I have a free, which means no money, free email newsletter about Bitcoin. You can sign up for that if you want. So why Bitcoin? Why Bitcoin? And here it is, a number 100. This is another email. All of this book is emails. This is an email from Satoshi Nakamoto on February the 11th, 2009, where Satoshi writes that he has created this code. And they also share here why. And here comes. So number one, I'll take it directly from the book. It's written here that the root problem with conventional currency is all the trust that's required to make it work. And it continues here. The central bank must be trusted not to debase the currency, but the history of fiat currencies is full of breaches of that trust. Banks must be trusted to hold our money and transfer it electronically, but they lend it out in waves of credit bubbles with barely a fraction in reserve. We have to trust them with our privacy, trust them not to let identity thieves drain our accounts. Their massive overhead costs make micropayments impossible. This makes sense. And I was when I read this today. Now, this person, organization, whatever it is, Satoshi, has been working on the code for a year, 1.5 years, something like that. So it's around the financial crisis in 2008, 7 and 8, and now we're in 2022 as I record this video. And one thing that keeps coming up in the news is inflation. And I did another video about that. I put some links here and also below, so you can find some of those videos. The thing is, with inflation is a record high in the United States, in Europe, and other countries around the world right now as I speak this, which means the prices are inflated. And that's exactly what Satoshi is writing about here, that we cannot trust. And also in this is that the root problem with conventional currency is that the trust, but also we have, like, if I want to send you money, you want to send me money, I have my bank, you have your bank, and we have to use those two banks. And also there's a middleman in there. Which means there's a lot of parties, right? Where in Bitcoin, there's only your wallet and my wallet. So if we make an agreement to transfer from one to another, we don't need any other parties. It's just you and me, which is a pretty strong reason. So that was number one. The root problem is actually the way that cash currencies has been working until now. The second thing here that Satoshi is writing is that a generation ago, multi-user time-sharing computer systems had a similar problem. Before strong encryption, users had to rely on a password protection to secure their files, placing trust in the system administrator to keep the information private. So, and then it continues down here that the strong encryption became available to the masses and trust was no longer required. Data could be secured in a way that was physically impossible for others to access, no matter for what reason, no matter how good the excuse, no matter what. So that was number two. And it continues to number three here. actually saying it's time. We had the same thing for money, which means that like it said here, with e-currency based on cryptographic proof, without the need to trust a third-party middleman, money can be secure and transactions effortless. So that's the reason. That's the reason. Maybe more comes. That's where I am in the book right now. Maybe more comes, but I really wanted to share this with you. It's actually, the reason is that to solve the problem of not trusting, to solve the problem of middlemen, and to make something like really hardcore proven. And let me just see if there was anything else here. It continues here. One of the fundamental building blocks for such a system is digital signatures. Digital coin contains the public key of the owner. I went through all of this. I'm trying to understand, and my head is like, but it's getting better and better for me. I use words instead. So again, that was the thing. This is why it's in the book. I put the book below so you can find it. This is why. So I really look forward to share this with you. Again, I put the links below to everything, and please give it a like. And also in the comments, remember to put in, if you didn't already do it, do you hold Bitcoin? Have you ever bought Bitcoin, transferred Bitcoin? Are you against Bitcoin? And if something pops up for you, like why, also put that in. And I'm looking forward to learn more and to share more. It's my mission. I'm just doing whatever comes to me here. But the more that I dive into it, as I said before, the more fascinated I get about it and the more I want to share. And finally, as always, people, they keep asking me, what should they do if they are not into Bitcoin yet? And two things. One thing is, read about it, study about it. Don't listen to the neighbor unless the neighbor knows something about it, and educate yourself. Second thing is, get into it. So not like put all of your savings into it, but just that's a recommendation for me. I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but just take a small amount and start with that. Just understanding what is it, how does it work, beginning to see these things, like dipping the toe in the water to feel, do I like this? Is this too cold, too hot? All right, that's it for this video. I look forward to see you in the next one. MichaelPluszek, and ciao.